Chapter 9, The Rich Young Master and the Poor Young Lady 9. What is he doing? Why does he want to give this garden to me? Diana couldn't help but look at 2333 for help. Host, is he trying to flirt with you? What? But I am his future sister-in-law. He just said that maybe we will be family in the future. She controlled herself from revealing a surprised expression. If you marry him, won't you also be family? 2333 doesn't mind. Host, I think of a way for you to quickly complete the mission, do you want to hear it? 2333 trembled and flew over, and said beside her ear, what way? She was a little doubtful, after all she always felt that her AI was a little stupid. Leave the male lead, cling to Augustus. 2333 pointed at him, in terms of status, wealth, and appearance, Augustus all instantly defeated Kenzo. She was a little speechless, but couldn't help but let her gaze stop on Augustus. Although he had a kind of dangerous aura that made her feel, he also had a kind of captivating aura. This was probably the so-called if a man isn't bad, women won't love him. Still remembering her first love, when she had just entered the entertainment industry, because she grew up too well, she was always missed by others. That time she was drugged, she was saved by that person, he was a cruel yet gentle person. Born into an extremely noble family, he was a person with bloody methods, like a vampire, elegant and charming, making her unable to resist. When she was in love the deepest, she could even dig out her heart for him. Even though they broke up later, there was no longer anyone who could make her fall in love like him. The man in front of her eyes seemed to be very similar to him. Leonard Maximus, she suddenly said softly. You seem to be thinking of someone when you look at me. Augustus picked the corner of his mouth, revealing a cold smile. She regained her senses, and just met his gray eyes, and couldn't help but feel her heart skip a beat. She forced a laugh twice, and said, Mr. Graham, don't think too much, I probably drank too much, and my reaction was a bit slow. Just as the atmosphere was a bit awkward, 2333 spoke up to remind her, Host, the male and female leads, come here. Someone is coming, hide well. Probably felt that there was something interesting to see, she just heard and instinctively pulled Augustus to the back of a flower tree. Augustus saw her somewhat childish actions for some reason and found it a bit funny, his eyes stopped at her grabbing his sleeve on his hand, pretending to carelessly grab it. Diana seemed to be shocked and wanted to avoid, but was neutralized by Augustus. He lowered his voice and said softly in her ear, Don't move, they're coming. Wet hot breath stopped by the ear, Diana only felt a numbness on the side of her neck, red also appeared on her cheeks. How is he so sinister? Host, your face is red, 2333 slightly strangely stared at her. Shut up. She was a bit embarrassed and angry at this moment, even the male and female leads came over and didn't pay attention, until a call brought her back to her thoughts. Tia, what are you crying for? Kenzo held Letitia's hand tightly, his heart slightly aching. Letitia haphazardly wiped away her uncontrollable tears, and said in a low voice, It's nothing. Haven't seen each other for a while, what's wrong with them? Diana looked at the two people who were pulling each other with some doubt, and accidentally whispered. Little lovers quarrel. Augustus also said in a low voice. She glanced at him, and at this moment, she wasn't afraid of him. Kenzo said that Miss Fox isn't his girlfriend. Augustus sneered, My cousin has always been full of peach blossom luck, and doesn't have a single proper girlfriend. She silently agreed in her heart, but didn't reply, and just focused on watching the show. He thought that she wasn't happy. After all, the matter of Graham family and Grant family wanting to get married was almost settled, as the party involved, seeing her fiancé being with someone else, no matter what, she would feel embarrassed. Chapter 10, The Rich Young Master and the Poor Young Lady 10. Just as Augustus was thinking about comforting her with a few words, Diana pulled his sleeve. Her dark eyes widened, and she looked ahead with some disbelief. There seemed to be a little excitement in her eyes. Following her gaze, he saw that the Kenzo and Letitia who had just been arguing were already kissing each other. You don't care? He saw that she not only didn't get angry from embarrassment, but also had a smile on her face, feeling a little confused. Care about what? She tilted her head to look at him, seemingly not understanding the meaning in his words. Don't tell me, you don't know about the Graham family and Grant family's marriage alliance. He raised his eyebrows, leisurely speaking. What if I know, who care? She chuckled, her beautiful watery eyes glanced at him, not caring at all. He was again made numb in his heart by this glance of hers. He had seen countless beauties, pure, charming, lovely, passionate, wise, and profound, but had never seen someone like her before. From the first glance he saw her, he immediately felt a voice in his heart telling him to go up and chat with her. Therefore, after seeing her enter the garden, he also pretended to coincidentally follow her in, and then he saw her appearance that was unlike ordinary people. There is a saying that goes like this: when a man feels that this woman is special, that is when he is moved. He has lived for 28 years, towards love, a matter of love. He has always been incompetent, he limits and restrains himself, he is passionate about work. His ambition is to make Graham family in his hands turn another peak. And love will be the obstacle on his career path. He always thought it was like this. He never felt that this was not right. Until just now. He stretched out his hand to cover his chest, his heart beating a little fast. He looked at her exquisite side face, suddenly really wanted to kiss her. This is love. The feeling is not that bad even, it is extremely good. Augustus Graham, who has been single for 28 years, felt moved. If his friends knew about this, he didn't know how they would laugh at him, but if the person he loved was Diana, being laughed at a few times wouldn't be a big deal. He secretly thought about it. After Kenzo finished coaxing Letitia, Augustus was still immersed in his own deep thoughts. Mr. Graham, Diana tried to wave her hand in front of him, but was caught by him. In his hand he caught that delicate soft boneless hand, his heart was rippling, but his face was expressionless. Just now said good, little Luna wants to call me Augustus. Little Luna? She suddenly opened her eyes wide. Host, he must be really trying to flirt with you. 2333 said. Little Luna, you are always absent-minded. He frowned slightly. Could it be that she actually still cared about Kenzo, but just pretended to not care at all for the sake of face? No, it's nothing. She silently withdrew her hand that was held, then smiled at him. The time is almost right. Mr. Graham isn't going in? Augustus, call me Augustus. He rubbed his fingers a little, feeling a little regretful in his heart, but still firmly made her change her form of address. Augustus. She was a little helpless. She was actually not afraid of him at all right now. He really wasn't Leonard Harvey. He wouldn't show this kind of mild expression. The time is indeed almost right, let's go in. Augustus saw that his goal was achieved, and immediately followed her previous words. She nodded, let's go.